Well, and I want to move into, because you talk about being a Florida boy, and
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier gets the job
Yeah.
at South Carolina. And again, I know you talked about your dad grew up a Notre Dame guy and then
Yeah.
jumped to South Carolina with Holtz, but I'm sure there had to be some sort of connection with like the
Yeah.
Gators. I mean, everybody it
Yeah.
seemed in the 90s
Yeah.
was a Gator, or you were a Knoll or Kane or whatever. And I mean, you're right there in the thick of it. For you personally, what were the thoughts when you heard Spurrier got in the job and you see the press conference? You had to be thinking to yourself like, wow, this is just
Yeah.
it's coming full circle almost a little bit. You know what I mean?
That was so cool. And you start to hear rumors and you're thinking, man, this can't happen. You're not going to be able to play for two legendary coaches and have that opportunity. I mean, I went 2 years, Holtz, 2 Spurrier. But what was kind of unique was my dad had known Spurrier. They'd played golf a few times together just down here in Orlando. And so, it was kind of like another guy coming in that, I had some type of connection with. So he came in and that was exciting. And then Scotty, his son, was at Charleston Southern. And so he had Scotty room with me. So he moved into our place. And so Scotty kind of grew up at South Carolina, his early years, my late years, he was my roommate. So it was kind of fun. It was fun to be a part of that family coming in and taking over, and then just kind of trying to see the change and how both coaches coach, kind of their style.
Now I'm curious, are the kids just like the dad? Is like the whole Spurrier men, are they all cut from the same cloth, or are they like a little different?
I'd say they're different.
Nobody can be Steve Spurrier. I mean, he's one of a kind.
No.
I mean,
and you kind of gotta. I mean, his kids have done so well, coaching and Spurrier Jr. and Scotty.
Yeah.
You can get Spurrier's personality. It takes some time to be able to have that personality. To be able to say what you want to say, and people are like, "Oh, that's Spurrier." So just his Scotty and Spurrier Jr. I don't think are like his dad as much in that way, but both hard workers and great people.
Yeah, I was going to ask you too. Again, I asked about Holtz. I'll say the same thing with Spurrier. Those first interactions, and it's funny because you said everybody called you Ike. That sounds like a Spurrier nickname to a T right there. I mean, he called everybody something different. Like, you know what I mean?
He kept calling me that. I mean, he used to always pull me over. Ike, come over here. Here's what we're going to do on the coin toss. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to defend this end zone. I can always remember. It's kind of like Ike stayed with me all 4 years of college.
Mm-hmm.